Hello guys and welcome back to the second episode of the day from Hell Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe and also click that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Coming up in this episode, it is the Betfred Super League Grand Final day. It's Saints versus Leeds Rhinos, who will be the ultimate champions for 2022. I bring you some build-up and highlights for the entire game. So it's 25 years of the Super League this year, with the Grand Final being played at Old Trafford yet again. I went to year 24 with Saints versus Catalans, and I saw Saints deservedly be a winner in that game. I was thinking about going to this year's game, but unfortunately recent events transpired that I lost the taste for it. I'd be overcritical if I was there in public, but now I can be honest, give you all the facts and all the build up properly in a composed way. You may have seen previous videos where I lost a bit of composure, but that is all out of the window. We're here for rugby league. Got to keep it focused. So how did the teams get to the grand final? Well, so the playoffs began in Catalans, to be fair, on Friday the 9th of September, where Leeds were the victorious ones after coming from 5th place to beat the 4th place Catalans 20 points to 10. Catalans did themselves no favour and had Gil Dudson sent off for a headbutt in the closing minutes of the game. That's the sort of way that the team sort of imploded against the Rhinos. On the next day, there was Eliminator 2, when Huddersfield were beaten by Salford Red Devils. The 3rd place Huddersfield were nilled by Salford 28 points at the John Smith Stadium, as Huddersfield were much fancied, even by myself, to be an outside chance of winning the whole tournament. With all these two games decided, we get to the next session of the Super League season, where Wigan Warriors, who came into the playoffs in 2nd place, got home field advantage against the Leeds Rhinos, but Leeds overcame them, winning 20 points to 8. Again, a red card was influencing the game, with John Bateman going off. The influence was in the going off for a high shot on Aidan Caesar. The influence gave the impetus back to Wigan, but Leeds were able to muster through it to win. But that means that Aidan Caesar is out of the grand final. Leeds get there. Could they win it? But Saints were given an almighty scare against Salford, winning 19 points to 12, and had Tommy Makinson sin-binned it for a professional foul at the end of the game, when the referee, Chris Kendall, decided that Tim Lifey wouldn't have been able to get on the end of a grubber kick into the in-goal area while being dragged back by Tommy Makinson. 19 points to 12 was the scoreline, but it was a big scare for the first place St Helens against Salford. And that's when we come to the grand final. Tonight, 6 PM, kick-off at Old Trafford. So I'm going to use someone else's words for this preview, as it's a great summary, particularly the first paragraph. 2 best-selling authors are fighting it out over the last page of their latest enthralling novel to decide how the tale of 2022 ends. St Helens expected to carve their name into history once again, with the champions chasing their 4th consecutive title on top of that. This is a record-breaking 14th grand final appearance for the Saints, which could yield a record 9th grand final victory, as well as a 10th Super League title. For them, it's all about records, about making history, and cementing themselves in history as the greatest side in Super League history. As for Leeds, it is the story of revival. The Rhinos were second bottom in April, and they were in a relegation fight. At 5 years without a grand final appearance, looks set to be prolonged. Then Rowan Smith came in and has changed the narrative. A team that fights for each other, they're fighting too for that record 9th grand final win. But perhaps more significantly would be the number 7. The Rhinos are no doubt inspired by legendary scrum half Rob Burrows in their first grand final since he was diagnosed with the motor neuron disease. Can they emulate his amazing character and win the 3rd grand final from 5th place? Time will tell. So here is the tale of the tape in this head-to-head against each other for the grand final. Well, this victory, shall we say. 13 grand finals for Saints, while there's 10 for Leeds Rhinos, with 8 wins apiece, and Leeds winning the grand final head-to-head. St Helens head-to-head in Super League lead it 43 points to 43 wins to 32, and from first position, Saints are expected to win. 5th position, could it be the ultimate underdog story? So with that, on to the team news, and the big news for St Helens is the return of Will Hapoate to the starting team. Since there was a good chance of him playing against Christian Wolf. However, that return has been overshadowed somewhat by the will they won't they saga around Morgan Knowles' ban. He has been allowed to play due to the overturn of the decision back on Wednesday. Dan Norman has had a chance to play in the grand final after overcoming an cheek injury, but has to settle with not being in the squad. But there are a couple of changes due to the return of Will Hapoate. It means that Sione Matautia misses out and starting the game, and he will find himself on the bench, leaving James Bell to drop off the 17-man squad, but it's as you would be expected for the St Helens. John Bennison starts his first grand final with Tommy Makinson, Conrad Hurrell, Mark Percival, Will Hapoate, Jack Wellesby and Johnny Lomax being the back line. Conrad Hurrell is facing his old team in the grand final. With no Alex Walmsley until 2023 for both Saints and England, Ignatius Parsi still gets the nod to start yet again with Matty Leeds as his partner in the forward line. Joe Batchelor, Curtis Sorinen and James Roby will complete the forward 5 positions, while Morgan Knowles, as he's escaped the ban, starting at least forward. Sione Matautia, Joey Lussick, Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook and Jake Wingfield complete the Saints 17. While for the Rhinos, they are without David Fusitua, Harry Newman, Aidan Caesar and Morgan Gammon for this one. They welcome back Reece Martin from a ban in a major boost, whilst Ash Hanley, who was rated at 50-50 to feature in the grand final after missing out in 2015 and 2017, finds his place at the wing position. So in that back line, Richie Myler continues at fullback with Tom Briscoe, Zach Hardacre, Liam Sutcliffe and Ash Hanley. Cameron Smith comes in for Caesar at half-back after being at least forward last time out. Blake Costin is his partner. Mikael Lechaletsky, Jared O'Connor and Matt Pryor continue in the front row. Jared O'Connor after his man of the match appearance against Wigan. James Bentley, Reece Martin and Zane Tatavano complete the lineup. On the bench, Captain Grues Leeming continues with James Donaldson, Sam Walters and Bodine Thompson in his last appearance for Leeds, while there's still no place on the pitch for Brad Dwyer. So who can win this game? Well, this game may be a case of cat and mouse. St Helens will no doubt look to dominate the middle, subsequently dominating possession and territory, but can they break the Rhinos down? Leeds have a brilliant defensive record recently, including against Wigan in last weekend's semi-finals, and they will want to keep Saints at bay until opportunities begin to open up for them. We'll have to see how the two teams go on. And here is the kickoff. After a high shot from James Bentley, St Helens find themselves deep in Leeds territory, and the raucous response to Morgan Knowles carrying the ball there. Leeds Rhinos giving him absolutely the bird. The ball goes to Johnny Lomax, who goes through a gap and short ball to Matty Lees for the first try of the game. It's the forward's second try of the season, and what a time to score it and give Leeds the opening try of the game. And Saints the opening try of the game. Here's the high shot. Bentley on, can't see who it is, making Percival, and then a good line by Lomax getting that gap, and then Lee's in support, and he goes over untouched. The big forward did really well in that, and it's the opening try for St Helens. Makinson adds the extras, and it's 6-0 to Saints. The ball is in the hands of Blake Austin, and he kicks for a 40-20, which John Bennison gets all his position wrong, and he's out into touch. A great kick by the Leeds halfback, and Leeds gets some much needed relief after Saints' defence is going up tough. Good kick, but watch Bennison. He could have left it, but he walks it out. Could have battered it back in or anything, but Leeds have got territory. Saints actually get a reprieve off that 40-20 and find themselves attacking deep in the Leeds defence after a mishandling and also an offside by the Leeds players. Lomax running the plays, sees Ignatius Passy take the tackle from the Leeds men, and they go left again, attacking that short side. And after a kick by Wellesby into the in-goal area, looks like it's been grounded by the winger, the fullback, John Bennison. And the referee has sent it up as a try. Ben Failer, the video referee, will have to have a look at this and see what the outcome is. So here's what he looks at. Onside, offside. Both outside players are onside. And Wellesby's kick is well weighted. Is there any interference from any Saints men? No, none at all. And Bennison gets the downward pressure. And that's all that they needed to look at. And here is the decision. Saints are 10 points to 0 up with the kick to come, which Tommy Makinson kicks with aplomb for 12 points to 0 to Saints. Straight after the kickoff, Saints are starting to develop momentum, and after a run across the field by Conrad Hurrell and an offload and another offload, Saints find themselves going to the left wing before some tired Leeds defending sees Saints back into the middle of the field. Ignatius Passy thinks again about the offload, and Roby signals where he's going to go. Saints are paying a little bit off the cuff here, just keeping the ball moving, and Wellesby kicks the ball forward into nothing space. Cam Smith picks it up, but Morgan Knowles is there to stop Cam Smith from going forward and forcing a dropout by Leeds. Here it is again. He stands up. Knowles is there with a bit of backup from Wellesby and forcing Cam Smith over the line. It comes to nothing though for Saints, as on the last tackle Johnny Lomax drops it 15 metres out, stretching those hamstrings, and then he puts it on the ground. Saints give away a penalty straight after this, as this tackle here on Bentley sees Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook giving a facial to the Leeds man, and the referee sees it and pings him. Just a quick look at that again. Down on the floor. Keeps forearm in the face, pulling on the face. Discomfort, second nature. Leeds go to the right edge, and after some urgency, Tom Briscoe kicks forward, but the ball is too strong, and it goes out of touch, out in the in-goal area. The attack the right edge, and Briscoe's kick doesn't quite find the target that it needs, and Saints get the ball back in their own 20. Saints though run it all the way down the field and almost get in once again, but Conrad Hurrell is forced into touch before he gets to the try line. Great defence by Leeds, but they're giving too much territory to St Helens. Hurrell acknowledges, still 12-0 to Saints. It's exploded on the pitch as well, as there is a big tackle by Reece Martin, which unfortunately sends Johnny Lomax above the horizontal. And Leeds and Saints did not like that, with Jack Wellsby running in first. And also accusations from people over the microphones heard. Here's that tackle. Bang, decent tackle. But because there was no control and falls on the floor, it is a penalty. But it's nothing more than that in my opinion. St Helens are just running in to think that they are the hard done by team in this front. It's a good tackle. It's just unfortunate that it went a little out of control because of a little twist. Here it is again. Yeah, nothing more than that. Nothing comes of it. It is only a penalty to St Helens for the tackle. But Saints decide to calm it down a bit and go for two. Here is that kick. Makinson misses the target, but it all kicks off after the play restarts, as it doesn't go out on the full. Leeds are awarded a penalty due to a late high tackle by Curtis Suranen. Here it is. Ball goes wide. Caught by the Leeds player. And then the high shot by Suranen due to the evasion of Tom Briscoe. Penalty, nothing more as well. Saints are again trundling downfield, and Leeds have not got the response to this yet, as every time that they go up the field, Saints defence is doing well and Leeds isn't doing the job. And a kick to the corner gives Saints another chance. The kick is caught and tackled by Tommy Makinson when and offloads to Benison, who offloads to Hurrell, and the situation is all diffused by Leeds Rhinos. But it's a good, intelligent attacking kick. Fair challenge. Continuing the play. Benison that offloads. Hurrell is caught. Leeds defuse it this time. But Saints have Leeds pinned in the corner. Leeds are getting some positional play and possession, and they're deep in Saints territory now. And on the last, it is this time Liam Sutcliffe who goes close to the line, but he's held up by Saints. This is the closest Leeds have got to the try line, and it was a good effort. And now they're squeezing Saints in the way that Saints would do to them. Leeds are deep in the Saints territory again, and after a kick is gobbled up by the Saints, it is up to Leeds to put pressure on the defence, and that's what they do, as Cruz Leeming is out of the acting halfback quick on 4 tackles. Tough plays. Good effort by Leeds. Leeds gets a break upfield through Zach Hardacre as he breaks a few tackles, and Lomax just gets back before they play the ball. But Saints are at 6s and 7s. And the ball goes out wide to Reece Martin. He's been pushed out of touch, but he passes the ball back inside to Cam Smith, who passes the ball back inside, and Cruz Leeming gets over the try line for what is sent up to the fourth official. Video referee is a try. Ben Failer will look at it for a touchline infringement and also the grounding. So here we go. There's the offload, and he's nowhere near the touchline, and it's play on. Callum Smith hands it on to Cruz Leeming, but the video referee wants to look at the touch. Nowhere near touch, so it's play on. Tommy Makinson trying to plead something that didn't happen. I know my TV screen has got the Held Dominance logo in the way, but I can assure you, he wasn't in touch. And Leeming does the rest, spinning his way over the try line for a Leeds try. Here is the decision from Ben Failer. And Leeds are on the scoreboard in this grand final. And it's 12 points to 4, which has made 12 points to 6 due to Reece Martin's conversion. Leeds are back in this. After Zach Idaker's hard work, he gets Leeds into the 30-metre line of St Helens, and that's where they continue their attacking intent. Aquis play the ball. Reece Martin doing enough to keep the ball in play. And Cam Smith's awareness to step away from the route to find a gap. Cruz Leeming to score. And here is that conversion. Right on half-time. Good kick. And that's half-time at Old Trafford, as Saints may be leading 12 points to 6, but that last-minute reminder from Leeds Rhinos will keep them on their toes coming into that second half. Saints have started this second half brightly and have been down in the Leeds 20 twice already, but they are thwarted momentarily by Tom Briscoe batting the ball down in the tackle. He was going for the tackle, but his hand made contact with the ball. Can't say anything more than that. And Saints get possession again from the scrum. Saints use the one route that they haven't done all game. Well, sarcastically, battering ram through, and it looks like Conrad Hurrell has got the ball down as he twists in the tackle. But Liam, yeah, I was right, Miller gets the call to go upstairs to the video referee. Here is the last bit of the tackle. Turns, still going in momentum. Does Hurrell get the ball down? There's a try line, and he does indeed. And Saints are the first scorers of the second half. So that's all that they needed to look at. Here is the confirmation of that try. Saints fans are ecstatic. First of all, here is the first incident. Just a simple knockdown as he was going for the ball. Saints get the scrum, which is a fair cop. They also get a set restart, and then Hurrell on a different angle just uses his body weight to move round and twist to score for St Helens. It's a good effort from the Tongan ex-Leeds favourite, and it's made 18 points to 6 thanks to a conversion from Tommy Makinson, who goes 3 from 4. Saints have given away a penalty near their own try line out for being offside on the last tackle for Leeds possession. But that's not the end of the story, as Matty Leeds has gone off for a HIA. The doctor coming on to look out at him. Leeds, though, are hitting the line, but they are caught between a rock and a hard place with St Helens' defence. It's tough, it's hard, but Leeds go to the left, and a potential offload by Walters is not taken in by the Leeds Rhinos, but a penalty has been given. Leeds are given a reprieve once more. What was it for this time? Offside yet again, as Johnny Lomax was offside when he was calling a 6 again. Leeds go to the left edge, and Liam Sutcliffe loses his possession and also his footing. Saints get a reprieve. Referee Liam Moore has refereed this game so far evenly balanced and with authority. Here's the release again. Slips. Earl gets him, but pressure means that it loses the ball. No hands in. It was just a lost ball at this point. Saints get a 6 again, close to the Leeds Rhinos try line after James Bentley has his hands in the play the ball, and after Johnny Lomax is held down on the 4th tackle, Wellesby goes back against the grain, and a deep run from Percival is picked out for a try from a grubber kick by Jack Wellesby. Video referee's gonna check again after Liam Moore said, is he onside, offside, and did he ground the ball? So there he is, he's onside, so the video referee asked to look at the grounding only, and on the first look he wasn't sure if there was any separation because it's a little bubble between the hands. So we looked at it again, and that's where he says thank you and goes to the screen. Here is the confirmed decision. Has Saints got their second try on the get of the half? Yes, they do. And Saints are in Wonderland. 22 points to 6 with the kick to come. Wellesby's kick here is a great little touch, and it had enough strength to get forward and enough strength to not run out. And Percival's run was greatly timed, and the conversion was added for 24 points to 6. St. Helens look like they're on for 4 trophies. After a brave tackle by Johnny Lomax, Leeds fling the ball to the right on the 4th tackle and go through the hands. We think Pryor has offloaded it to Myler, but he dummied it. And it comes to the hands of Reese Martin, who feels he has scored Leeds Rhinos' second try. But Liam Moore says this, no try. And asks the video referee to see what he can't. Here is all the views. The ball is up in the air there, but then it becomes obscured. The wrestle can go on until the referee calls held. The arm's down there, but no ball in the has been put down. Ball's still up in the air. You can't see the ball touching the ground at all at that point. The video referee goes to the board, and this is his decision. No try, and Leeds have got 1 tackle to play with 10 meters to go. A crowd of 60,738 are in Old Trafford to see this grand final, which is a fantastic effort with 2 very, very well supported teams coming to see their boys do battle. All of a sudden it's game back on as Reese Martin and Tom Briscoe pair up to score in the right corner, and the referee says no problem, try. Referee Liam Moore giving Leeds the try. Great effort running down the right wing, and Leeds could be back in it if this conversion goes over. Great play between Martin and also Briscoe to get this. They're in a hurry, Leeds Rhinos, so Martin just lines up the kick. And what an effort that is. Just run try to get the team back into it, heartbeats running, and then a quick setup, and he just knocks it over. It's 24-12 with game on, with less than 8.5 minutes to go. Leeds thought they were in. But referee Liam Moore calls them back for a forward pass. Great little bit of interplay, but that is the forward pass that they're calling. There's a couple more after that, to be fair. That one and that one. But this is the one that's called forward. Parramatta fans, you got to try for that, remember? That was turned into a penalty due to dissent, and Saints march up the field. No, they disappointed Leeds with the decision. They need to stay focused. They just got a second try of the game. Momentum was on their side. Saints are given prime position with 3.5 minutes to go in Leeds 20 metre line after Blake Austin doesn't take in the pass and knocks it on. Saints have been given a 6 again, and they go on the last this time, and it hits the post and goes wide for their 1-pointer. Saints are still 2 scores ahead, but they wanted to put the gloss on it. Fortunately, it's gone out on the full as well. So, Leeds Rhinos get a 20-metre restart. And St Helens become the first team in Super League history to win 4 grand finals in a row after their 24 points to 12 victory over Leeds Rhinos. It was a fantastic effort from a Saints side, who, with head coach Christian Wolff, have won 3 on the bounce and 4 with Justin Holbrook. So what can you say? St Helens are the grand final winners. After the League Leaders Shield was already won, they have added to the trophy cabinet for their 2nd trophy of the year. Christian Wolff has done so well with the team, considering all the injuries, suspensions, and the adjustments to the rules after they won 3 in a row to win a 4th. Yes, they got a bit of luck in the semi-final against Salford, but that doesn't count against what they've done all year. Champions Club once again, and they can lift that trophy. Johnny Lomax was awarded the Betfred Super League Grand Final Champions Man of the Match. The Harry Sunderland Trophy went his way after a good performance in the game, with a team with good performances all the way through. He did reveal that he has a bicep injury that could possibly keep him out of the England World Cup team. So, he's going to go away, look about it, but he's not too bothered at this point. He's just become a 4-time champion. Here's what proves that he was man of the match. 8,228 metres covered during the game. Max speed of 29.2 miles per hour. And also, well, interviews, kids, all being bothered about him. But what a good effort from the Saints team. 4. Most of them have got 1, but there are a few in that team that have got 4. Here is Johnny Lomax going for the Harry Sunderland Trophy, as he is the man of the match for the game. Congratulations to him, and a great effort. Taking the trophy from Danny Maguire there, and going celebrating with the rest of his team. Leeds come up now to collect their awards for being grand finalists in 2022. Bit of sorrow on their faces because of the results, but Leeds Rhinos were brave in this game. Maybe deserved a little bit better, but not quite there with the champions. Now it's the turn of St Helens to go in for their grand final rings for winning the Super League Grand Final for the 4th time. Go through all the squad in number order as they all collect the trophy, well, their medals, before the trophy is being passed to that man, James Roby, at the end. Special mention for Louis McCarthy-Scarsbrook because he did really, really well in the game. That's what they've all been fighting for throughout the entire season. And they're getting there. Christian Wolf. James Roby. Guessing his 4th ring. Still thinking medal as that's what it used to be and why all other sports you get. Trophy's handed over. Now he walks over to his teammates and the celebrations can begin. And that's it for another episode and for another Super League season as St Helens go through to win the Grand Final. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. While it's a good day for St Helens, it's a bad day for Leeds, unfortunately. Defeat means that even though they got close, they weren't able to get over that line. Congratulations to them for their second half of the season, which has been fantastic for them, but they will come back with more aggression, better skill, and an all-round team, I reckon. Good luck to them. I hope it continues with their build, but for now, congratulations to St Helens on their 4th championship win. I will leave it there and say thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next episode.